What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at this. It is the brand new Array headlamp, and it is built for outdoor activities such as running. It's also good for when you're riding a scooter. So let's talk about the release of this brand new Array, which is up to 40% off, and it is fantastic and lightweight, perfect for anything that you guys are doing with an active lifestyle. Let's check it out. Let's now unbox this brand new Array. Now on the front it says light up, run free, because this is being marketed as kind of an active style headlamp, and there's a few features that definitely go towards that, but nighttime runners, things like that, especially with the fact that right now it gets dark at like 4:30 p.m. here, so most of us, since we work in the morning, we have to do running and things like that at nighttime. So it's really smart to have a headlamp that is really lightweight, has some safety features on it, and just something that can really assist you with that nighttime running, especially on roads and things like that. So right here we have the Array 400 lumens. I really like the box here with the graphic, really clean white box like usual, but you kind of have this side profile of the light and then it just kind of fades off to the side. I think that's really classy and cool looking. Here, applications just like what I talked about, active lifestyle stuff. And then since this has a built-in battery, it's gonna have a 2-year warranty on it, but the price definitely does reflect that, being a lot lower. So the performance on it is 400 lumens on max. That's 2.5 hours of run time. So 2.5 hours, that's way more than you're really ever gonna need for, are you gonna run more than 2.5 hours? Or are you going to go on a walk for longer than 2.5 hours late at night? So I think it's plenty, even on that highest 400 lumen mode, to last 2.5 hours with no drop down. Also, there's a 50 lumen mode, which is also very useful, and that lasts for 13 hours with no drop down. It's IPX4 water resistant, so it can get rained on, but I would not submerge it in water. It's got a 1 meter impact rating, not a big deal if you drop this. And also it's got a 4.37 ounce weight, and that includes the battery pack. So you're looking at a little over 4 ounces for the entire package on your head when you use the light. Now let's go ahead and get into this one. Now you'll see something right now that's really awesome, and that is that it comes in this sweet case. Now I wear a size large glove, and you can see how large this case is. It's not the same one that the H1 Nova came in, so you might have a smaller version of this, but this is much bigger than the one that came with the H1. So I'll go ahead and open this up, and here we have the headlamp itself. Also, we have a user manual, which you are going to want to read because this has a lot of features that are different than our other offerings. Also, it has some additional Velcro here for the cable as well. That's nice for cable management. And then also it's going to have the new Smart Charger MCC3 cable. And this is the one that comes with the M2R Pro and also the new Perrin, where it actually adjusts the output based on the light that you use it with. So these new smart chargers are very, very cool, and I'm glad this comes with it. And also this shows you that the battery pack of this light works with the same charger as really all of our other handheld lights, even including the PL Pro, M2R Pro, Warrior X, pretty much all of our magnetic charging stuff besides the PL Mini, this will work with. Also, I want to add that this has this little bottom part here and this nice little mesh part up here. So you could just put the headlamp down here and then maybe put some EDC lights or accessories there. So really awesome case. This is great too to take it with you in your pack on the go. Maybe you're going to travel somewhere to go on a nighttime hike or something like that. So now that we have the actual headlamp out itself, what you first want to do to make sure that it actually is going to work is you're going to take the cable from the battery pack and plug it into the actual headlamp portion of the light. So you're simply going to just press these together and make sure that this is flush, okay? You could do it and it's kind of like sticking out a little bit like that. You have to make sure that it's fully together like that. And then it has this little metal clasp here that's going to actually push into the little cord area here, and that will make it where it's not going to detach by itself. I like that feature a lot because basically you fit it together, good to go there. You basically push this down and then that way it won't accidentally come apart while you're using it. Also, the headband, just like the parent headband, is going to have this reflective stuff on the side, which is nice. So the way that it's going to work is it's just a simple tap to turn it on, a simple tap to turn it off, okay? And you're probably already starting to see some of the features of the back of the light, and that's why this is an active runner's style headlamp. Also, if you ride a bike or a scooter or anything like that, this is really awesome. I feel like, you know, for New York City people, you know, commuters, people that ride trains, walkers, this is a really good solution for the nighttime. So the way it's going to work is when you first turn the light on, it's going to show all these red lights, okay? Now, did you see that? It turned off and now the lights are rotating around. So when you first turn the light on, what it's going to do is show your battery level for 3 seconds. Then after 3 seconds, it's going to go into this basically kind of red snake-like pattern, and this is used for safety. So when you first turn the light on, you're going to be able to see your battery level. Then after that, it's going to go into the safety movement. So here we go. Turn it on. Okay, that shows me that I have full battery. And now it's just going to do this the entire time that the light is on. And just a heads up, it does have 8 LEDs. So each LED is an eighth of the battery. So since all 8 lights were on when I first turned on the light, then that means I have full battery, but it could be 7/8, 6/8. So you know exactly how much battery you have in eighth intervals. Now here you can notice that there are 2 different LEDs and the actual little optics here for each LED are different. This one here is frosted and this one here is glossy, right? The frosted one is going to be more of a flood style pattern and this is more of a focus style pattern, and you're actually able to switch between both of them or use both of them at the same time. Now the way that it works is you do a quick tap to turn it on. You can hold it down and that will cycle through low and high, but it's still using both LEDs. But if you do a double tap, do you see that? It turned off the focused LED. And I'll do a double tap and then it turns back on the focused LED. So it's your choice if you want just straight up close flood, or you could turn on the glossy one here on the side, and then that will make it a flood and then also kind of a focus pattern as well. So you can manipulate the look of the beam just by doing a double tap, okay? And then once you figure out what type of beam pattern that you like, you can hold it down and it will cycle between low and high. So right now I'm cycling between low and high with just the single flood LED, or I can do a double tap to turn on both LEDs and then I can hold it down and go through low and high with both LEDs. So you can manipulate the look of the actual beam pattern itself, and you can also manipulate the brightness level as well. So it only has 2 brightness levels, but it does have 2 different beam patterns as well. I find that very interesting and very cool. I know, you know, the Olight fans out there, including myself, really like being able to customize my beam. So I do appreciate that functionality. So again, guys, it's just a double tap to go from one LED to two LEDs, and then you can hold it down to cycle through that low and high. And that's basically how the light works. Now there is one other function of the light, since it is a headlamp, and I can do a triple tap, and that will take me into an SOS, okay? You can also see here that this SOS is working with the single LED. So what I can do is turn this off, I can turn it back on, do a double tap, bring it to both LEDs, and then do a triple tap, and now it's doing both LEDs in the SOS. So you can even customize your SOS from one LED to two LEDs. I find that really cool. So I think our engineers kind of nerded out on this one, and I really do appreciate the fact that the headlamp basically has a brake light, a rear light. So that allows people to not only see you from the front, but see you in the back. And unfortunately, when people get hit by cars, typically they don't see it because it's going to hit them in the back, right? So it's good to see, boom, there you go, full battery, and then cuts off, and then it goes back to that safety measure there on the back. So hopefully all of that made sense, guys. I hope you understand this light. Otherwise, it explains all of this in the user manual as well. But that's just a quick rundown of how the array works and what it looks like and the way that you're going to receive it once you get it. So now that we've talked about the functionality and have unboxed the light itself, let's go ahead and talk about the deal. So the introductory sale on this is quite good, and the price is definitely very nice. So it's 25% off by itself, and that'll be $43.95. Or you can get it in a bundle with an i3 UV light, and that will make it only $44.94. So really nice little bonus there. Only $1 more to get an i3 UV light. I think that's the way to go. So less than 45 bucks for this entire setup right here. You're gonna be safe. You got a really nice, useful headlamp that is not heavy and definitely balanced on your head with having the battery pack in the back, the beam on the front. So I think it's just a nice little package for only 45 bucks. And keep in mind, this sale is only going to be on Thursday, December 19th. So only one day to pick it up at this killer price. Thursday, December 19th, the last day of our Christmas sale. Thank you guys for checking out this overview of the brand new Array headlamp. I really like the safety features on this, including the rotating red light on the back. I think that's really helpful, especially with the fact that it's getting dark outside at around 4 p.m. So you definitely want something to not only allow you to see better late at night when you're walking the dog, anything like that, but also it's going to potentially save your life because someone's going to be able to see the back of your head when they normally wouldn't be able to. Definitely check out the Array starting on Thursday, December 19th. It's gonna be 40% off bundled with an i3 UV, making it less than $45. I think that's a killer deal for all the functionality of this light, and considering that it's magnetic rechargeable means that you won't have to keep buying new batteries and dealing with that. So 45 bucks with an i3 UV all in, and you're getting a fantastic headlamp that's providing you with a lot of safety as well. Definitely go to olightstore.com starting on December 19th. Pick one of these up, not only for yourself, but for any of your friends who might do some nighttime activities, running, anything like that, because it could actually save their life. Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate it.